Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well and safe and having a good stitch week. So I'm going to do my stitch with me. So I will apologise now, there may be stops and starts in this. I seem to have developed a cough, so I might have to stop to cough just so that you are aware. I'm just slightly out where I need it to be. There we go. So as you can see, it's super size tiger time. There you go. So I'm going to do, so you don't have to see me stitch all black, I'm going to do a strand of black and change to one of the colours and fill in the India stitches around here, and then fill in the blacks again. So let's get to this, shall we? So I outlined all the black areas where I need to start. Okay. 2 seconds. There's that many bleeding. I'm in the Whip Warriors. Well, I'm doing that Whip Warriors for the trip around Australia, and there's that many chats open for it. It's crazy. I thought I muted everything, but obviously I missed one. So it's just gone 7:30 in the morning here. So I've already had a productive day. I've got 2 lots of washing done. Well, they're on the line. I've been up since just before 5 o'clock. So yeah, 2 lots of washing done. Pegged out. It's meant to be a nice day today, although for some reason it's come over a bit grey. We're not meant to have any rain today, so we'll see. So it's Tuesday here at the moment, Tuesday the 19th. So, finished work on Friday. That was an eventful week, let's put it that way. Besides the fact that it was hot because we had the mini heat wave. Now, I think I told you last time I started doing this order for palings, and it was just for stock. On Monday afternoon, the boss who deals with all the deliveries and that comes over and tells me that an order's just come in for palings. So I'd already got a couple done, and they needed, what was it? 45 packs of palings. I was like, okay. They want them all by Wednesday. I had to get them all done by Wednesday so they could go to get treated. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to get all these done by Wednesday. It's Monday afternoon. I've only done like 10 packs. You want me to get 35 packs done in 2 days? It's not happening. So they had, was it one or both? No, one other saw on it as well. So we're all rushing around like idiots trying to get this order completed. Anyway, we just managed to get it done by Wednesday. And it was that was absolutely stupid. Then they said, right, just carry on doing the orders. Well, just carry on doing the fence palings. This is when we'll get some stock on that. I was like, okay. So we had lunch, and then we were halfway through the final part of our shift. So like the shift's in like 3 bits. So we had maybe an hour and a half left of work. And they come over and says, oh, we're changing you onto this other order, because this other order's come in. I was like, okay. So changes over onto this new order. Said, yeah, they need 28 packs. Okay. No time scale, just need 28 packs. So they had me on it and one of the other saws. The next day, they said, we need all these packs done by Friday, because they need to go. Were they going to get treated? No, they weren't going to get treated, but they had to be delivered by Monday. It's like, you need 28 packs. Yes. These are big packs. Yes. You've got 2 people on it. Yes. Okay, so we set off, and these packs were taking forever to do because they were really big packs, and we're getting 3 different lengths out of each wood that we were cutting from. So we had to stack 3 different sizes out. They only needed 2 sizes for this order, but we were getting 3 different sizes out of this wood. Come Thursday, we'd not got many done. We got about 4. So they put one of the other saws on to doing it, and they were just doing 1 size. Is that right? So we carried on, and we got, what did we get done? We had 17 done by Friday morning. Yes, 17 done by Friday morning. They had another 11 doing. So bearing in mind, Friday was end of our working period before we break up for Christmas. Now normally what happens is we work until about 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock we then start tidying the shed up, and then around about 12, 12:30 we sit down and have like pizza and beers and whatever. Anyway, the manageress came out and she says, right, take your breaks at 9 o'clock. Okay. And she says, and then we'll see where we are and then what time we're finishing for tidying up. So, okay. Anyway, the main boss come out about 8:30ish. He says, you can't take your break at 9 o'clock. Why? He says, because we need to get this order done. I says, so we're not having a break then? He says, what do you mean? I says, well, there's no way you're going to get all these done. I says, by the end of the day. I says, so you're saying you want this order completed by today, so therefore we're not having a break. He says, well, don't do them then. I says, well, you shouldn't take orders. So I had to go with the boss. I says, you should not take orders, well, your son should not take orders that he expects to get done within 24 hours for massive packs. I says that there's no chance in hell that it's going to get done. Anyway, the boss walked off. About 10 minutes later, he come over and he says, right, we just need to get a truckload. He says, so do this one and this one. He says, get these 2 finished off. He says, so then we can at least get this truckload off to them. Soon changed your mind? Okay. So we did that, had his break. Anyway, so that was just before break we got those 2 packs done. So poor Shane missed his break because he had to take them, and it was a place that he'd never been before. And he said when he got there, they didn't even know they were coming. He said, "They for us?" Yep. Well, all of them. Yep. We didn't even know these were turning up. Anyway, they still wanted this order completed, so we had to continue working on them. So the guys on the splitting saw finished splitting the wood that we need to then cut into size, and they started cleaning up. Me and the 2 other saws continued working. One of the guys ran out of his wood that he was doing, so he jumped onto one of the other saws to help out. And then it was just me. And then the boss who deals with the order says we still need 8 more. 4 of each of the 2 sizes we were doing. I was like, what, before 1 o'clock? Yeah. I says, are you kidding? I says, 1, we haven't got enough wood. Oh, you should have enough wood there. Okay then. So we carried on. The guys on the splitting team started cleaning their saw. Now, normally, cleaning one of the saws takes, when we do a full clean at the end of the year, with everybody helping, etc., everyone cleans their own saw, then helps doing other bits. So we normally get all the shed done within an hour. These 2 guys took the absolute proverbial, and it took them an hour and a half just to clean their saw. All they had to do was sweep the floor. It took them an hour and a half. So they didn't have to come and help anyone. So we're rushing through trying to get all these packs done. Well, one of the other guys, he then went and cleaned his saw, because one of the guys, he was only cutting 1 length, so in order to get them out quicker, the guy who was helping me jumped over onto that saw to get those ones finished. Anyway, we needed 2 more packs, and it was 12 o'clock. So I said to the manager who deals with the loads, I says, need 2 more packs. He says, is it quicker to do it on this saw or on one of those saws? Well, it makes no difference. I says, you seriously want us to get these other 2 packs done? He says, yeah, I need to get this order completed. It's like, it's 12 o'clock. Yeah, no. Okay then. So we carried on cutting, and it got to 1 o'clock. We'd not finished them. 4 of the guys decided they were going home, because there's one guy who's the instigator. He's giving everyone a lift at the moment. So he was like, nah, I'm going home. It's 1 o'clock. I'm finished. I'm on holiday. So 4 of the guys went home, which left me and another guy, and then Shane came back in the truck. So that left 3 of us to finish doing these orders. So the other guy had finished his pack. So they were cutting the wood on their saw and then bringing it over and stacking it into my piles. And I was flying through it as well. Anyway, finally finished the orders. And it was, well, probably about 1:15. And then obviously we had to pack everything away, and then turned around and said, don't worry about cleaning. I was okay, good, because I didn't want to, because otherwise we'd have been there forever. So yeah, an eventful day. So we managed to get the order done, and then obviously they bought beers and pizza for everyone, but because we didn't have a break, so when people were leaving, there was like giving them the option to take a pizza, and then giving them a couple of beers or whatever. And then we finally finished at 1:30. By the time we finished getting everything packed away and turned off and what have you. So it was 1:30 when we finished. I actually got a thank you from the boss who deals with the loads. He didn't say it to anybody else. He just said to me, he says, thank you for staying and getting these orders finished. I was like, no, you're more than welcome. He says, just don't do it again. He says, I don't know what the other one was thinking about. He says, getting 2 big orders through in 1 week to get them all done within like 2 days each. I says, don't ask me. So we finished, we went into the office, got given a pizza, we got given a box of beers and some mangoes, and then because everybody else had gone, there was more beers left over, so that got split out and put into, we got some more beers, and, and then we sat having a laugh and a talk with managers, but the main manager who does all the hiring and firing, he turned up. I don't know what time he turned up. He only turned up for beer and pizza, and he was gone before everybody else had even finished work. Everyone came around and said, have a good Christmas, thanks for all your help, whatever. The HR lady, she turned up. She was gone before everyone had finished it and all. She never came around and said anything to anyone. So miserable people. And then we got a gift voucher as well. We always get a gift voucher every year. I'll do another strand of black next to it, and then we'll change to a different colour. So yeah, so we've got a gift card as well. And me and Shane was waiting for his mum and dad to come back, because we was picking up the niece, the youngest niece, to bring home. But they turned up just before 1 o'clock, and obviously we hadn't finished, so they weren't shopping. So we had to wait for them, so we just sat in the office with the managers, having a laugh and talking and everything. And then when Shane's mum and dad finally turned up, I went around, said Happy Christmas to everyone, and well, everyone who was left, and then went. So yeah, eventful day. And then obviously on the way home, it was like, we were due to get a storm on Friday, and on the way home, and it was getting blacker and blacker, but there was nothing showing up on, we have an app called the BOM, Bureau of Meteorology, that tells you like when storms and that are coming. And Shane kept checking that, and it's like, there's nothing on the radar at all. There's nothing building. I says, well, it's black as right in front of us. I was like, nope, there's nothing there. Anyway, about we weren't far from home, maybe about 10 minutes from home. And Shane's mum phoned him up, said they've just put out a weather warning for Beaudesert, he says, for severe storms. Like, great. I was like, well, we're only 10 minutes away anyway, it's not started raining or anything yet. We got, just as we hit Beaudesert, it started spitting. Now, from when you hit Beaudesert to get to the traffic lights turn off into the estate where we live, it's literally about a minute drive. Within that time, the rain was absolutely coming down. You couldn't even see where you were driving. The roads were already like rivers. The wind was blowing everything everywhere. It's like, holy crap. And then turned onto our street, and there were, on Fridays it's bin collection day, so there were bins everywhere, all of them blown over, some of them in the middle of the road, and it was crazy. And then our bin was actually still stood up, which I'm quite surprised at. So the niece was like, I'll get it. I was like, it's absolutely chucking it down, just leave it where it should. No, I want to get it. So, all right then. So she was out in the rain, bringing in the bin. It was a stupid girl. So yeah, so that lasted for a little while, and then it stopped. And I was like, good. Poor Shane's greenhouse got absolutely flattened. He snapped it in 2 places. So he's now got it kind of propped together, so it's still up. And then we got another storm a bit later on that day, and it's like, oh great. And then the powers went out, so I think we lost power about 4 times on Friday. Sometimes it was only out for a couple of minutes, then the longest it was out was for an hour, but that happened like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. And then Saturday we went Christmas shopping, and we'd not been in the house long, and we got another storm come through, and that was the one, if you watch my update with the hail, and that was stupid. So yeah, we lost the power a bit, about 2 times I think on Saturday. So it was absolutely, it's been ridiculous. And then there was meant to be in a storm Sunday. Did we get one Sunday? Yeah, we only got a small one on Sunday. And then there was meant to be one yesterday. We didn't get that one at all. And there's a chance of a storm today. I don't think we're going to get that one either. So yeah, so all fun. Well, Shane had to go to work on Monday, so yesterday. So the fence palings. He had to go to the treatment plant where they were sent to pick them all up, because they were getting collected today, I think, something like that. I can't remember now what day they're getting collected, or they're getting taken somewhere. I can't remember now. So yeah, so he had to go to work. So he had to go to one place and take the rest of that order that we finished just before, well, on Friday, the one that we finished there, he had to take the rest of them up. And then he had to call in at the place to pick up the ones that they were waiting for going up to wherever they're going. So Shane and the boss were out in the trucks yesterday, picking up the orders. And then the boss's son, the one who deals with all the loads, he had to come in to unload them and then get things sorted out for where they were going. But the place where they're going to was actually hit with the cyclone. So I don't know if they're actually going up or not. So I'm fully feeling they'll probably still be there when we go back after Christmas. Because yeah, they got absolutely battered up there. So if you are up in the northern parts of Queensland, near Cairns and Townsville and that, I hope you're all safe. It's been on the news, all the flooding. They was getting like 600 mils of rain a day. I was like, that's crazy. All the damage it was showing you, and ridiculous. But we actually got stronger winds on Friday than they did in the cyclone. So the cyclone was having, what was it, up to 160 some kilometre an hour winds, and we got 192 kilometre an hour winds. Ours was the equivalent of a category 3 cyclone, and it was only a category 2 that hit at the top. Well, they just got all the rain. So yes, it's a crazy couple of days. And then the rain's due to start tomorrow, with storms from Thursday, Friday, and raining all the way through till Christmas Day. So we're going to have a wet Christmas. Not a white one, a wet one. phoned my mum up on Sunday. They still haven't sorted out what time they're all getting together. It's like, it's a week away. How have you not sorted it out? So, my twin brother's going to get on with me, onto my elder brother to find out what time they're all coming down. So then I know what I'm doing on Christmas Day, whether I'm phoning them Christmas Day or Boxing Day. And then I had to I asked my mum the other Sunday, I says, what time's my brother working till? He's working till 3 o'clock on Christmas Day. I was like, okay. Then my brother he was at home at the time. I said, what time are you? I said, so you're working till 3 on Christmas Day? He went, no, I'm off Christmas Day. He says, Mum said you're working till 3. He says, no, I'm off Christmas Day and Boxing Day. I said, oh, all right then. Mum went, I got that wrong, didn't I? I said, just a little bit. Never mind. My elder brother had to come down and sort in the sitting room where my mum's bed is. The sitting room door is behind her bed. Now, one of the carers had come in and left the door wide open, and the door actually reaches my mum's bed. Now, the bed my mum has is one of these that highs and lowers, so it's easy for her to get in and out and for the carers to deal with her, etc. So she left the door wide open and then put the bed up and ripped the door off the hinges. So my twin brother, being the smartest person that he is, put the door out the front. I don't know why he put it out the front. Now normally over there you put something out the front, which means you no longer want it, and half the time it's there within 2 minutes of you putting it out, it's gone. Yeah, the door disappeared. Now they were getting new doors and that anyway, but my brother had to come down and put a curtain up or something to stop the draft coming in, to keep my mum warm. And I was like, well, since she ripped it off the wall, it should be down to the care company to fix it or replace it. But they're not gonna. So yeah, so we don't have a door on the sitting room until they get the new ones. So I don't know when they're getting them. So all fun and games. So the youngest niece, who I told you dislocated her finger, she went back to the hospital the other week to get it checked, and she's got a fracture there. So I don't know why they didn't pick it up the first time. So now she's got it in some kind of glove thing to keep it in place. So obviously, one, it doesn't re-dislocate, and two, for the fracture to heal. She had to go back this morning to see the doctor. So I'm assuming they just want to check it's healing okay. So because Shane's sister's husband is working, he needs the car. No, he's working, sorry, and Shane's sister can't drive that far. So she asked Shane if he'd take her. Yep, this is good. We've got to be there at 7:30. They've gone in their car. So yeah, they've gone at they have to be there for 7:30. So they set off here at like 6:15. And then from there, so the appointment was 7:30, and then from there they're going to the shops because Shane's sister wants to get a last few minute presents or something. And Shane's like, yeah, we're going shopping. Shane likes going shopping. Because obviously we get our holiday paid out at the end of the work year for us. I got the money off Shane for all the bills and that, so then whatever we're left over is his. Because otherwise he'd just cry. So he's got money, so he's been buying stupid stuff. So he went yesterday. His sister wants a giant peace lily for Christmas. I was like, okay then. She'd seen it in Bunnings. So Shane went and bought that for her. and then he bought himself one, and then he bought himself another plant. So they're now in the house. I'll take a photo for him. Actually, I'll do it now. I'll take a photo. He stuck them in the corner. All three of them on one table. So I don't know what they all are. There's a peace lily. I know that much. And then I think it's called a prayer plant, the ones that open and close. And I don't know what the other one is. So I'll take that and I'll put that picture in. I'll put it in at the end. So yeah, so they're now in here. And then, I think I mentioned before, Shane wanted a smoker for Christmas. So he got a smoker. Decided it was too small, wanted a bigger one. So he's now got another smoker. So my mum always sends money over for Christmas for both me and Shane. So I said to Shane, I've got the money off my mum for Christmas for you. I said, and then you've got my Christmas money. Let me just mark off what I've done now. So I went and I said, you've got the money off my mum. I said, you've got my money. I said, and then his sister decided she was going to buy his old smoker, which she bought him in the first place for Christmas, because her husband wants one. So she's going to buy that back off Shane, give him the money back. So he's got the money for his new smoker, which he went out and bought yesterday. So yeah. So he's just buying stuff he doesn't really need. No, never mind. It's Shane. What number? 319. Oh, green. So my money, the only part I spent is for Christmas presents so far. My spare money, mine's stored away nicely. Oh, I'll tell you, we went halves on buying new brake discs and pads for the car, which they're due to, should turn up tomorrow. Should. But yeah, we need new discs and pads for the car, so we went halves on that. Because they're not cheap. They have to be ordered in for our car for some reason, I don't know why. So yeah, so other than that, I haven't spent any of my money. I need to save as much as I can, ready for hopefully going home again this next Christmas. So next year is what I'm hoping. But I'm just hoping the price of flights have come down by then. Because last time it cost me an arm and a leg. Oh, I have a parcel coming. It's coming from overseas. And obviously you can track them. So I've been tracking them. Anyway, so it was in Australia, at Sydney. I was like, okay. And then it said it was in transport to the next facility, which would be Brisbane. So it showed it got to Brisbane. And then it said in transport to the next facility, which normally is the sorting office for here. And it said, now arrived at Nebraska. I was like, hang on, Nebraska's in USA. So it's like, so is it in Australia or is it in America? So yeah, according to the tracker, it's now in Nebraska. And it's like, well, that got to Nebraska quick because it was all done in the same, it took a day to get to Nebraska. It's like, great. So where is it? Is it on a world trip? Or is it in Australia? So I have no idea where this parcel is. But either way, that's meant to be here by tomorrow. So I'll soon find out. So if in Brisbane, then I should get it today. So I should get a message later on to say it's being taken to the post office, because I have mine sent to a parcel locker, because over here the mailboxes are not small, only small, and there's a lot of people going around stealing parcels this time of year. So I have mine sent to the post office. I've got a parcel locker there, so I get everything sent there. So I'll either get a message to say that it's at the parcel locker ready to be picked up, or I'll get another message saying it's on its way from Nebraska back to Australia. It wouldn't be the first time one of my parcels has gone on a tour. My last one that went disappearing ended up in Perth, so the other side of Australia, even though it came to Brisbane first and then went to Perth for some reason. So yeah, my parcels like to do a world tour. The same as my brother's Christmas card. I sent all the Christmas cards off, and it was cheaper to send them all individually. So they turned up on Saturday, 4 of them, and I sent 5. And the one that was missing was my twin brother's. He says, "Where's my card?" I said, "Well, I posted them all at the same time." I said, "I'm assuming you should have got it by now." So yeah, his has gone on a wandering thing. So I don't know where his card got to, but everybody else got theirs. But yeah, I can't believe it when I looked at mine. It said my parcel's in Nebraska, and I said, "Hey, it's a bit different to Australia." But never mind. No fun and games. I've got another 2 parcels coming in all there in Sydney at the moment, so let's see where those end up. I'll go with that one there. So this weekend I'm thinking of doing my whip parade, or starting my whip parade, should I say. I know I already done part of it, but I'm going to redo it. So yeah, I'm going to start doing my whip parade. Now I don't know whether to wait until New Year's Eve to do the final part, because that'll be obviously anything that I've stitched on for this month, or whether just to do it before then. And have it ready to go up New Year's Eve. So I haven't decided yet. But then it depends on if I'm going to get any more time to film the whip parade. So I know I can definitely get it done next weekend. Because Shane's going to his mates. He's going down to his mum and dad's as well, because he needs to sort the brakes and that out on the car, and his dad's going to help him, because we haven't got the tools here for doing it. So now I can definitely get at least started on Saturday. Then I might do an extra video just showing what projects I'm planning on starting next year. Whether I start them or not is a different thing, but the ones that I've got in the wings for starting. So I might do an extra video on those ones to see so you can see what I'm planning on maybe starting. Still haven't worked out my plans of what I want to do. I wish I was organised as everybody else. I mean, I've just watched Alara's marathon New Start parade thing with all the goals and her whip parade. So that was like nearly 10 hours worth of videos. And then Jen the Caffeinated Crafter she's doing her work parade, and I think by the sounds of it, hers is going to be about a 10-hour one as well. Because she's like Alara, she's been crazy and doing loads of starts. I think Alara's doing more. So yeah, so they're all organised and got the plans. And then I was watching Gail's last night, and she's already got her plans for 2025. He's like, what? Nah, I'm not that organised. The sun's come out good. We're 36 minutes at the moment. That's not too bad. And so we have the aircon on. Anyway, the HR lady at work was saying to Shane that you don't need to turn the aircons off. I was like, what? She says, yeah. She said, some electrician or whatever told her, you keep it on all year round. You keep it on all the time. She says, you don't need to turn it off. He says, because then the fan doesn't need to keep stopping and starting the compressor thing and all this lot. So you just leave it on. I was like, okay. Anyway, we've never done it. I know they do it because they have to keep the server cool. So they keep the aircon on all the time. But they've got like several different aircons there, so I don't think they keep the same one on all the time. So, anyway. The other day, I was going to leave it on at night time, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to. It's an oldish unit. I don't trust it. Anyway, last night I decided, okay, I'll keep it on. So I left it on last night. So it was nice and cool in here this morning when I got up. But obviously it got to the temperature in the house of what it needed to be. So the fan, because it's on automatic for the fan, I just was like on quiet, really quiet, on low settings. So I was like, oh, all right. Well, it's just kicked in now, so obviously it's just gone above 23 degrees in the house. So it's not too bad going, actually. So I don't know if it's going to cost much more. But hopefully it shouldn't need to work as hard now to cool down. There's only a couple of stitches of this one left, so let's finish this colour in this page. My goal is to have this page at least finished by the end of this, before I do the whip parade. It's going to seem strange now though, I'm not working on mini top frog. I'm just going to free up a lot of my weekend stitching. But then it's like, what do I stitch in it? I could stitch on this, but I've got plans for this one for next year anyway, to try and get a fair bit done. So I may not do any more on this one once I finish that page. I don't know yet. Just haven't decided. Or I could go through some of the other ones I've worked on and see if any are like close to a page finish or something, and try and get some page finishes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when it gets to the weekend, I guess. I could just put a lot of the weekend work into Woodland Christmas, my brother's piece, try and get that page finished on there, because that's going to take a while. So that might be an idea, to get that top row finished. Right. Come on, Keen. Thank you. And we're parking this one. One, two, three. Can't see where the line is. Yeah. 2, 3. So this is supersized max colour. I don't have as many things parked on here than I did with Top Frog. Many Top Frog had loads. So give me just 2 seconds, I'm going to cough. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I was quite lucky actually. I got a message as well to say that my parcel is now en route to Bow Desert. So clearly he wasn't in Nebraska, it was still in Brisbane. So I should, all being well, get my parcel today. But yeah, I can't believe that, Nebraska. Never mind. Right, where are we with this one? Here. I'm going to put a photo in of my poor excuse of a Christmas tree. Sue wanted to see it. So, it is a very poor excuse for a Christmas tree. So Shane got all the tree and the decorations out, and it's like, well, half the ornaments that are not here. He says, yeah, they are. I says, no, they're not. I says, we're missing some, because all the baubles that he brought out had not been opened, so the ones that we'd put and not used. But they've not all been opened. I says, and we've decorated the tree the other year. I says, plus there's meant to be, I think it was a star on the top. I says, and that's not there. I says, and the Christmas lights aren't there. I was like, oh, so he went looking for the rest of the ornaments, so he couldn't find them anywhere. I went looking, because I know where I put most of the stuff when we moved in, and I couldn't find them. I said, where are the Christmas decorations gone to? So yeah, so it's a very poor excuse for a Christmas tree. I said, right. I said, fair enough. I said, right. And it looked lost. It's tiny. I think it's only a 5-foot tree, I think. So I'm going to save up now, and then next year we're going to buy a bigger tree. The cats haven't even been bothered with it, which I'm quite surprised at. I put it up, they had a quick sniff, and that was it. Baubles are all still on there. Normally Kitty knocks them off by now and starts batting them around the room. So next year we're going to get a bigger tree and a bushier tree. And obviously now I need to get more Christmas lights and a star and everything else. So yes, I don't know where the hell they all disappeared to, but they disappeared somewhere. They'll turn up after Christmas. Almost, it's right over here. I missed that one. That's a big jump. Never mind. Another big jump to Bargate. Right there. Oops, no. What's that? Get the next column, then we'll get the questions. I think I've only got one question. I think. So the question you were running about, which I've not answered yet, I'm assuming is one about what you get for winning the challenge with Alara and stuff like that, which I answered in the update video. I'm assuming it's that one. But yeah, for some reason that one didn't show up on the app that we get for comments, so I do apologise for not answering that one. And if it wasn't that question, you'll have to let me know what the question was, because I didn't see any other questions from you. So right, let me just have a look. But I think I've only got the one question. I think. Yes. No. Yes. So this is from Brandy Cooper. Now this is from last week's Stitch With Me on London. Want to know if I can offer any tips and tricks to make stitching this easier, because she's stitching it as well. I know you mentioned the floss and not jumping around. Anything else? Yes. If you're stitching it on the black fabric, it's easier if you've got a light board underneath it. They're cheap enough, you can get them off Amazon. Or something white. A lot of people suggest like pillow slip or something like that. It just helps finding the holes easier. I find the light boards work really, really well. You can see the holes really clearly. Or having a light from above as well, that helps. Be careful with your symbols, because as I say, some of them have a symbol which is very close to each other, and you've got the one which is the corner triangle, and you've got 4 of them, and one's pointing in one direction, one pointing in another direction. You've got them as well, so just be careful what you're stitching. I know when Ginger Gerald, when he was doing his videos, I don't know what's happened to him, he seems to have disappeared. He said he'd stitched one part on his and he'd done it in completely the wrong colour, so he had to frog it all. So yeah, just be careful with that. I found using a Baltic needle on there as well easier for finding the holes. So I found that a lot easier to stitch with than just using your normal needle. That's if you've got any Baltic needles. Yep, the sun's just gone. But yeah, they're the only things really. I was saying, cut your strand of cotton in half. So it comes in a longish length. I cut it in half because it's over 1. So I cut it in half because it starts fraying otherwise. That's that one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, here. So yeah, I always cut my lengths in half. It's a fun project. I enjoy working on it. It just doesn't go as quick as you expect it to. Which is the case with all your projects. Especially with me, it's like, yeah, I can get this done in no time. Not. I'm trying to pick symbols where I've got a few stitches, but there doesn't seem to be that many around, except for black. Put this one away. Still haven't finished bobbinating my master set yet. I think I've got maybe about 50 colours done, that's about it. Really need to get on doing with that now for any of the new starts I'm going to do next year. I've got a couple of weeks, I suppose I can do a bit each day, get a couple done. I'm not the most organised person in the world. Or when it comes to doing my stuff anyway. Got to organise other people's stuff, not mine. told you Shane started feeding the birds here. Here we have a load of lorikeets. We have 5 magpies, so 2 adults, 3 babies. And then yesterday we got a kookaburra. So we've now got a kookaburra. So it's a shame, we're not meant to be feeding these. When Shane went to work yesterday. Now, in the morning, when we get to work, I have all the birds there waiting. Literally, all of them. So I have, what was it, 7 kookaburras, 2 magpies, and they've got babies, so there's 2 babies of them. I have 4 butcher birds, and they've got babies. I've only seen 1 of the babies, no, 2 of the babies, so I know there's 2 of those. I've got 3 Currawongs and their baby. And then we had a raven turn up with his baby. The noise miners and some Indian miners. I think that's about it. So just a couple of birds. I says to Shane, I says, were the birds there? He says, yeah, all of them was there. Because sometimes they come in dribs and drabs. I said, all of them was there. I says, did you take any food? He went, no, I forgot. He said, I completely forgot about picking it up. He says, so they were all having a go at him because they all wanted food and he didn't have anything for them. And I was like, well, hopefully when we go back after Christmas, because it'll be 3 weeks we aren't being fed. I said, hopefully some of them will have disappeared. But we will see. Because yes, it gets a bit crazy. Monday mornings is the worst because obviously they've not been fed over the weekend, so they're all there Monday morning, and then during the week they come in dribs and drabs. So some of them are religiously in the morning, and some of them aren't, and they come in like during the day or whatever. But Mondays is crazy because they're all in and out all day wanting food to make up for not having any. So yeah, so Shane got bombarded by all these birds wanting food and he didn't have anything for them. Mind you, he got there earlier than normal because he had to be on the road by 6 o'clock. And normally we don't get there till 6 o'clock, so they must have known he was turning up early. It's definitely warming up now. I can feel the heat coming. Oh, so although we have the aircon on, we have the door open for the cats to come in and out of the cat area, but we don't have it open wide. We only have it cracked open a bit so they can squeeze through. Yesterday, I've been out there for some reason and I come in and I shut the door too. Bob must have shut it closer than I normally do. Well, Tiger to get out and he couldn't fit through the gap, so he sat there crying because he wanted to get out into the cat area and he couldn't fit through the hole. Kitty was out there, she could fit through, and Jean could fit through, but Tiger couldn't. He's obviously a little bit fatter, so yeah, so plus he sat there crying because he couldn't get into the cat area, so I had to get up and open the door a bit more for him. But I shut it how I thought I'd normally shut it, but obviously I must have closed it a bit too close. Poor Tiger. So I said I was going to buy the cats some stockings or whatever for Christmas, and I couldn't find any anywhere, so they didn't get any. So I just bought them extra treats. We looked at cat toys as well, but they didn't really have any cat toys. So I thought, oh well, they're not getting anything for Christmas. I'll pick them some up after if we see anything around. Right, I think we're about an hour. So I've kind of set myself up for when I work on this one on Friday to be able to finish this page. I'm hoping. So I'm going to leave it there then, guys. So again, if you do have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop those down below. You can email me as always. Email address is dizzystitcher@gmail.com, or I am on Instagram @dizzystitcher. or there's a Facebook group as well, Dizzy's Stitches. I'm on there as well. So obviously this is the last stitch with me before the holiday season, so do have a good Christmas, or happy Hanukkah, or happy holidays, however you celebrate it. Enjoy being with your family and friends. Have fun, don't get into any trouble, and maybe stitch with me in between Christmas and New Year. We will see. Well, if not, take care, stay safe, happy stitching, and I'll catch you in my next update video. Until then guys, bye bye for now, and thanks for watching.